Hello to my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. So Cancers, the moon by now may be in Scorpio. So it could have moved from Libra into Scorpio. So hopefully everybody has had a good day, a really good day. I know I have. So I'm getting ready to channel your energy. So hopefully I'm picking up some good vibes from you all. And if I don't, I'm going to help try to lead you back through into some good energy. Okay. All right. So take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you and it resonates with someone else, if they're going through something, then send out good energy to them. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's go. All right, Cancers. High vibrating Cancers are compassionate, intuitive, and protective. You will have a video that's still sitting in the queue, excuse me, and it's still sort of processing. I saw one for you and Capricorn. So if something should happen to go up and it just looks like a extra video, because two are sitting in the queue and it still looks like it's processing there, then it was previously filmed before this video. So I don't want you all to think I forgot about you. So let's get into this. Let's get into this video. All right. Okay. All right. So when the moon moves into Scorpio, because we are in first quarter moon phase, the moon technically first quarter moon is on the 31st of August. So this video is for the 29th of August through the 5th of September. Let's go. My community wants me to thrive. My community wants me to thrive. So wherever you are right now, it's the opposite of where you were before. So you're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. The number 8, Scorpio rules 8th house. So we're not talking about a Scorpio, right? We're talking about 8th house. Scorpio rules 8th house. So any energies from your past that you could have been connected to who were jealous, secretive, and obsessive, like obsessively trying to connect with you by any means necessary, like did not want that relationship to end. They wanted to hold on to you. You were trying to close out cycles in love. In your personal, your professional life, doing sneaky stuff, anything trying to hold on to you by any means necessary, right? Anything, doing stuff behind your back, spreading rumors, anything, right? Source is saying, yeah, trying to make you look like a fool. Source is saying, that's where you're breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. You want to be a part of the community that wants you to thrive, not be in survival mode, right? But somebody could have a dog, or you could have had a dog. You could be getting a dog, right? Right? You need to get outside in the sunlight. The sunlight not only is healing, right? But it's also, it'll remove the stale energy off of you. So you need to get out in the sun. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm channeling your energy. So yeah, personally, I like getting outside in the sun, getting out, get outside for a couple of hours. Even if you take a drive, take a walk, sit outside on your deck, get out of your crab shell. Get out of your crab shell. Like break up the monotony, go to the gym, go to the pool. I talk about water a lot for my Cancers. But yeah, get out in this right here. This is the sun. This color yellow on this, but this particular deck here. For those of you who are learning tarot, this particular deck here. So by any means necessary. So the Fool and Upright would be you're embarking on a new journey. This card 0 right here. This is the first card in the major arcana, right? So major secrets is to get out of the house, right? So if you have a pet, take the dog for a walk. Even if you're a homebody and you're like, okay, you like staying in the house. Right? If you have a pet, if you don't have one, go get one. You're not go get one. Pets are family too, right? So, but if you like pets, take your dog for a walk. Or if you don't have a dog, or if you're not really a pet person, maybe volunteer to start taking. See if there's any volunteer opportunities in your area to walk dogs. That could be an idea for somebody. Like create something for you to kind of get out of the house a little bit. I mean, unless you're afraid of dogs. Some people really do have a fear of, you know, dogs, right? So the other side of this, if it was full in reverse, and the way that people would stay connected to you would be to say that you needed an emotional support dog because you stay in the house too much. That would be, you know, like full in reverse to try to make you look like something's wrong with you, right? That's a community that doesn't want to see you thrive. They want to stay connected to you by any means necessary, but in a very unhealthy and wounded way. So, all right. And we know that the sun illuminates the moon, and they would do it secretly behind your back. So let's see. Right? Yeah. That water right here. Right? And then talk about you behind your back. Oh yeah, we're clapping and cheering. We were able to do this. We were able to get this done behind your back. Right? Why? Because you're on they think you're on some kind of high horse, right? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, here we go. So if you've been tuning into my channel, then before, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Part of my calling or assignment is to help bring you to dry land, right? So emotionally, right? That's part of it. All right, so here we go. We start out with this major arcana, the Fool card. So Fool card, usually upright, is like you've left behind a lot of distractions, right? So emotionally, somebody's left behind a lot of distractions. So this is the major secret here. You've left behind a lot of distractions, right? So a lot of sneaky energies doing some things behind your back. So some people thought that you were on your high horse here, right? But you're not, right? You all are, somebody's really, really a homebody. So something was a lot of smoke and mirrors here, right? 3 and 6. So 3 and 6 obviously is 9. So looks like you embarked on a journey by yourself. You could have a life path number 3, somebody that could be significant to you. And 3, Geminis rule 3rd house, right? Virgos rule 6th house, right? But Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, the communication planet. So, excuse me, Mercury, I believe it was retrograde in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. So your confidence really started coming out, right? Once you left behind people who were doing things behind your back, right? So people know that Cancers are homebodies, whether your sun or moon is a Cancer. Cancers are pretty much homebody. These people knew this, right? So something for you. This is what I'm saying, like your community wants you to thrive, right? So because you left something behind, a bunch of smoke and mirrors with some energies who were doing things behind your back, something for you, you found out. So something is coming to you, right? Right, so here's a 6 of Cups here. Again, something in your spirit was kind of sort of welling up, like, because this is you right here. Something has been passed down to you. This is a gift that's been passed down to you, your emotional gifts, right? So somebody could be clairvoyant, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, whatever you are, these are gifts that were passed down to you. So you're taking good memories with you, whoever you are, because this happens a lot to people who are very comfortable working from home. So if you've ever teleworked, you have some of your colleagues who love going into the office. They really love all of that. They love going out to happy hour with colleagues and stuff. And then some people, they really like working from home, right? So some people just like, just it's a matter of preference. But something was done behind your back by 3 energies, right? And so, but you won. You were victorious. So this is you, me, myself, and I, right? Life path 3, because something was all smoke and mirrors. People were realizing like, okay, these people, whoever these energies are, what in the world are they doing, right? But something for you, right? 6 of Cups speaks to Scorpio. Something for you realized it was some kind of an obsession, right? So, yeah. So Scorpio also connects us with the Death card. So something has now justified you cutting these energies off for good, right? I feel like because you all are really a sweetheart sign, you staying in the house, You may have taken good memories with you as far as who these energies are. You may have taken good memories with you. These would be family members and friends, but that's not how they saw it. So something has been exposed. The sun exposes the secrets of the moon. You know, like you have downloads and stuff with your dreams. It exposes. It actually illuminates the moon. So and the moon connects us with secrets. So something happened really fast. Something happened really fast. You got to focus real fast, right? Something happened real fast, right? Yeah. So a couple realized something was smoke and mirrors real fast. So this is really like your spirit guides taking some kind of action to get a message through real fast to some energies, to this energy here, King of Wands. Like this person actually is working. Like this person is actually working. Like what are people talking about? This energy is you are actually working from home. This person is not up to any foolishness. This person is actually working from home. So there are a lot of people who are familiar with people who actually enjoy working from home. So in this regard, some people actually had your back, right? Because there are a lot of people who are familiar with people who like to work from home. Like, really, right? So good for you, Cancer. Good for you. Yeah, you're financially independent. This is you. Whoever you are, you're financially independent, which does not mean that you're rich. You're just financially independent. That can mean that you, you know, just have enough to pay your bills or whatever. But these energies didn't know that. They're just sneaky. They do stuff behind people's backs, right? But now you know. Learning how to rise above the judgment, right? So some energies were just obsessed with financial independence. Now you have an opportunity to close these energies off completely. Just completely cut them off, whoever you are. Some people will needed to know what was going on with you financially, but your gifts are overwhelming. You have psychic gifts, whoever you are, they're overwhelming. But yeah, something has come to an end. Yeah, your psychic gifts are overwhelming, but something has come to an end, which I'm quite sure is quite shocking for some people. Yeah, quite shocking that you're now able to cut ties and big money is coming to you, whoever you are. Yeah, but something was fated to happen. It was fated to happen because it was too much conversation going on around you, you know, about you being on some high horse. You think you're better than other people, right? And so, yeah, here we have the high priestess, and then also the high priest. So you're the high priest and high priestess, right? So in the physical sense, people held you in high honor, but also in your spiritual sense, people hold you in high honor, right? No, you're not on a high horse. You really are protecting your water, just very much like I talk about in my readings here. So no, you're not, you don't, no. That would be almost equivalent to somebody saying to another person, oh, you think you're cute, or you think you're better than, or you think you're this, that, and the other. When really it's a projection. They think you are, and they want you to feel less about yourself. So somehow you wouldn't feel less about yourself because they're projecting something. So they went and did something behind your back. Anyway, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. So whoever you are, hopefully this was enlightening for you. Hopefully help you get back on to solid ground and keep on moving forward. Yeah, so you can close out a cycle and move on. A lot of people go through that. All Source did was expose what you kind of believed, and all Source did was just prove something. Somebody is an incubus. But the best is yet to come for you. Yeah. Somebody's an incubus. Somebody has a, and I have information on my second channel, the knowledge channel, about incubus and succubus spirits. So you're praying for somebody. You're not praying on someone. You're praying for someone because that's a temptation that somebody is really struggling with. And so somebody found a loved one's temptation and decided to use it against them and said, hey, you can join our team once they found their temptation, and decide they want to use it against you. That's fine. Okay. So with the number 8, it's a chain reaction, right? So if a person if they really want you, if you are the target, let's find out who's the closest to Cancer, right? Or whoever, whatever your sign is. You could be whatever. It doesn't really, a cross watcher, it doesn't really matter. Because Cancer's rule 4th house, that's about family and ancestry, right? So if somebody wants your money, in this case, here's somebody wants your money, because I always talk about Cancer being the mother and money sign of the zodiac. So if somebody wants your money, whether you're a man or a woman, and somebody knows that, okay, this person never leaves the house, we can't really find out what their demons are, right? Okay, they're not leaving the house, we'd have to come to them. That'd be pretty obvious. So who's coming into the house besides, if you live in a house, then you'd have to hire somebody like a gardener to mow your lawn or do the, whatever, or somebody to come in and fix something in your house or whatever. Okay. Do they have a spouse? Do they have family members to come over? So whoever would be closest to you. So let's find out what their temptations are. Because if we can find out what their temptations are, hopefully we can find out how to get to, like I said, chain reaction, to get you out of the house. Somebody was able to find out that someone is an incubus, like their temptation was sex, right? To somehow try to bring some kind of judgment down on you. Because somebody really thought that you believe you were better than other people. So in that case, if somebody thought that your temptation was death, like talking about death, that would get you to open up about something, and death is not always in a physical sense. A person having a dream about death, let me see, where's the card? Right here. This moon card right here would kind of like be a dream about death. Death could mean a lot of different things. Interpretation. You could have had a dream about like a job ending. That's a cycle ending, or because this card falls right next to death. You could have had a dream about your marriage ending, or a significant other leaving you. That's a cycle ending, right? That's a death, right? For some people, and that's devastating. For some people, anything that would put you in a very low vibrating, overwhelming place that would tempt you, to bring you down to a lower frequency, right? So everybody that has an assignment, and like I said, if I pick up on that energy, with what I've been called to do, and I'm telling you, I'm channeling energy, and I pick up on this energy here that you're overwhelmed, and I'm saying, come on, let's come back up here so I can enlighten you. I can get you from here in the dark into the light, so I can help you go from feeling like you're overwhelmed into enlightenment. Let me enlighten you on something, right? So you don't have to feel like you're so overwhelmed. Let me lead you to the water, like fresh water within, like tapping into source, like through prayer, through, how to pour into yourself, finding out what your moon sign is, pulling your birth chart. So it's just to provide you with information. It's up to you to decide, do you want to use the information or not, right? That's it. Do you want to use the information or not, right? And you can grow from there, right? And that's it. So none of it is a competition. Everybody has their own assignment, whatever they were called, their vocation. What were they called to do? So some people thought, whoever these energies were that you've been carrying all the way up until 2024, thought that you were going to continue carrying them on your back. So no matter how much you grew, your abundance and your prosperity grew, they felt like it was your job. They believed, this fish right here, I believe, they believed it was your job to continue carrying them through every rebirth. Like every 8 years, you're going to carry them into the 9th year. This is the year you woke up and said, no, you're purging all of that. And so they figured, okay, since you're going to cut them off, they're going to grab somebody that's the closest to you, whoever's a spouse or somebody, to get you down in the dumps. So if you're in a space where you're grieving. Maybe somebody got some bad news that they, maybe a loved one got bad news. Source sent you to this channel or another reader's channel, however, to your priest or pastor or whoever. Source sent you to somebody, a book, somehow, to bring you into the light space, right? To help you to move beyond that, to get to the Source will use anything and anybody to help you, bring you to the side of enlightenment, right? So it's really what people use their gifts for. Somebody decided to use their gifts. Instead of using their gifts for good, they decided to use their gifts for evil. This is a family. These are family members. Decided to use their gifts for evil. So one yes from God was all you needed, right? Your new home awaits. So congratulations. So pray and meditate. You have the gift of clairaudience. Yeah, you heard something in someone's voice. Things started flowing to you like water. Yeah. Journal your journey. Yep, journal your journey. Your ancestors have a message. Pour into yourselves more. Yeah, so you are an answered prayer. You are an answered prayer. Don't give yourselves a headache over something. Don't give yourself a headache over something. Yep, so divine love. So whenever you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Somebody had to completely detach from all of it. Like somebody had to say completely detach and really go in and trust source. Because again, something was starting to become overwhelming for someone, whoever you are. And these energies were trying it. Somebody was astral projecting into your dreams, whoever you are. So you could have been having these really strange dreams that people were trying to, Somebody could have even had a dream that somebody was pregnant. If y'all ever heard people say, oh, I had a dream that I had a dream about fish. Somebody must be pregnant. If y'all ever heard that. And that doesn't always mean that someone is actually with child. It could mean that somebody's business is growing. Like somebody literally could be, becoming more abundant and prosperous, right? So again, it's dream interpretation. It's not always in a literal sense. So yeah, but you are an answered prayer, whoever you are. So keep doing what you're doing. A lot of people who, yeah, but I can tell you somebody is upset. I'm telling you, there are some people who are really, really upset when you operate in your gifts. Because they want to be able to keep preying on people who are really battling their demons. It's beneficial. Y'all know, okay, you know what? Let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. I don't know if this show still comes on, and I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading. But y'all remember the show, what's the name of the show? My 600-Pound Life. How all of those people used to have a significant other. Like for the most part, those people used to have a significant other, and they had really big hearts, very sweet people, but very seldom did you see people on the show like really helping somebody, besides the doctors and, but very seldom did you have somebody helping them, like really, like helping them. Sometimes you would have, but it was always like have a love interest, you know, going to buy the food, going to buy, you know, like feeding the temptations instead of saying, no, let me help you. Like, let me help you. Then it would always be some show where somebody would end up breaking up as soon as somebody started losing weight, started loving up on themselves better, started, you know, their self-esteem, you know, would start to get better. Then somebody would break up because people who wanted that, some people don't want to see you get better. Some people don't want to see your loved ones get better. They just want to keep feeding because they're benefiting from it somehow. Some people getting a place to stay. Some people benefiting financially. So yeah, Ace of Wands here. So there's a new project coming through, and like willpower, inspiration, new romance, something new is coming through for you. So congratulations for, like I said, keeping people enlightened. For keeping people enlightened. So hopefully this is helpful. All right, let's close it out. Keep getting out and getting some sun. Keep recalling your energy. Keep recalling your energy. All right, here's your number, 444. I am protected. So trust your journey, trust the way that your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. So let's see, what else we got here? Somebody has mastered their craft. This is you, whoever you are, Cancer, and Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon sign, whoever you are. You mastered your craft. So I'm seeing victory here. And you see the Six of Cups here because one, you don't look like what you've been through. So something is happening really, really quickly for you. Let's see. Yeah, so once you pour it out, it's time for you to just pour back into you. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in your message here. Okay. All right, triumph. Okay, the wind blowing through somebody's hair. I can't think of the old commercial, but this guy looks like, I forgot the name of the commercial. I want to say it was like a shampoo commercial, but that's what this guy looks like on this card. But anyway, so a cycle is closed out. Anyway, y'all get outside, get some fresh air, whoever you are. I think this is it. And like I said, if another video pops up, yeah, sometimes the videos are just, I have to go back and check them because sometimes they'll just sit in there and it'll just keep processing and processing and processing. I'm like, all right, they'll go up whenever they go up. So, all right, that is what I have for you. All right, but you are protected. All right, bye.